Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about why the heck I've been kayak fishing for 17 years and why I got into it in the first place. I hope this video will help you out if you're just thinking about getting into kayak fishing as a hobby or a sport. So let's get right into it. Number one is cost. Kayak fishing is definitely a cheaper way to get off the bank and onto the water versus buying a big motorized boat like a bass boat or a center console. For around $1,000, if you go with a budget option like this Perception Outlaw behind me, you can get off the bank and onto the water, and you're going to catch the same exact fish that those guys are catching out of those bass boats and those center consoles, except you're probably not making a payment on it. You just paid cash for this kayak. That was the number one reason why I got into fishing when I moved close to Lake Lanier. It's a 38,000 acre Corps of Engineer lake. It's huge and it's hard to effectively fish from the bank. So, I just didn't have the money at that time in my life to buy a bass boat or a center console, but I wanted to get out there and catch those fish. This kayak enabled me to do that. I was able to go out there and catch the same, bass, stripers, catfish, crappie, you name it, that guys are out there catching in those big giant boats. So, if you're looking for a cost-effective way to get off the bank, then a kayak is probably a good option for you. The second reason happens once you've gotten into it. It's fun. I mean, there's just no way around it. When you catch a big fish, you can hook into a big striper or a big bass or a big catfish in a small plastic boat. It is going to pull you around that lake. It's a lot different experience. You're lower to the water, versus catching a fish from a bigger boat. It's just dang fun. You get to be your own captain. You're not following someone else. If someone else is driving the boat and you're sitting in that co-angler seat, you got to go where they go and fish where they fish. But when you're in the kayak, you get to fish where you want to fish and you get to be your own captain. So if you're looking to do your own thing and get out there, then a kayak is a good option for you. I really feel like the kayak has made me become a better angler overall. There's really a couple things that happen when you get into kayak fishing. So number one, you don't have a big motor, so you can't just crank up and go anywhere you want on the lake. So if, the place that you originally put in at is not, going well for you, you've got to slow down and fish more thorough. And that kind of brings up another point. You have to do a lot of homework before you go fishing. You don't have the whole lake at your disposal like you do in a big boat. You're going to fish within a mile or two radius of where you launch. So you got to launch at the right spot, and that's going to make you do more research before you actually hit the water. What kind of fish are biting today? What are they biting on? Where are some good places to launch? You're going to spend a lot of time looking at all those things so you make sure that you maximize your opportunities when you get out there. And when you do get out there, you're going to slow way down and fish waters that you may have just blasted by on a big boat. So, think about those things as it comes to kayak angling, and is it right for you? Really the last reason I want to talk about, there's a lot of great people that are into this sport. And, over the years, I've met a lot of great people, a lot of great friends, just because of this plastic boat and going out and fishing with those people, going to different events, camp outs, you name it. There's just a lot of really good people that are into the sport of kayak fishing. I don't think it's quite as competitive. There is that tournament aspect that seems to have grown and grown and grown over the last decade, but a lot of people that kayak fish are really just into it for fun. And you get to meet a lot of great people along the way. Most of the time when you're out on the water and you see somebody in a kayak, it's almost like a fellowship. They're going to say hello. You may talk to them and you may meet a new friend through kayak fishing. And, I think that's one of the, overlooked aspects of kayak fishing is that, it is a lot of fun, and you do end up meeting a lot of great people along the way. So, those are just some of the reasons why I've been kayak fishing for 17 years and why I got into it and why I continue to do it to this day. I just really enjoy it. It's an enjoyable sport. I will say it's not for everyone. That is a topic for another video. But, if you're looking to get out on the water and you're looking to enjoy meeting some different people and some good people, and then just really becoming a better angler, then consider kayak fishing as a good cost-effective way to get yourself off the bank and on the water and catch some really good fish. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will be doing a lot more fishing in the upcoming videos, I promise. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you in the next one.